Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and soul realignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. Today's video is inspired by a comment I received from one of my subscribers asking how to change the perception of the SP and get rid of the negative feelings towards them. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that if you need help in manifesting any of your desires, then definitely check out the information below. I offer both email and video coaching and face-to-face if you're in Dubai. If you'd like more information, you can find all the information in the description below. And of course, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon in order to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. So let's get started. So the topic of today's video is inspired by a subscriber's comment, and it's very timely because I had this discussion with two of my clients around this very specific topic. And of course, there are no coincidences, so this is definitely a video that needs to be done. When you are working on manifesting a specific person and you have had a bad experience with them in the past, it's a falling out of some sort, anything that is negative, that is triggering to you, how do you manifest them back and deal with these negative emotions you have around them? Now, a person who is watching this, who's not manifesting a specific person, might say, well, why do you want to manifest someone like that back? The thing I always say, your desires are leading you on the path of highest potential, always. So whatever it is that you are desiring, it's part of you upgrading your self-concept. It's part of you becoming a better version of yourself. It's always, your desires are always leading you. There is something for you to see in that. And that is why I always tell people, don't judge other people's desires, or don't judge your own desires. Sometimes you might judge your own desires. And I had that with a new client the other day. She was saying, I don't even know why I still want this person. All your desires are coming from your higher self. They're leading you on that path of highest potential. And even if you don't address it with this person, manifesting this person back is really going to help you upgrade your self-concept. Even if you don't manifest them back, if you don't upgrade your self-concept, guess what? You're going to manifest the same exact thing with the next person. Maybe not the next person, then one after them. So it's always about you really working on yourself in the process. And the relationship itself is the icing on the cake. You're not going through all this work for the other person. You're doing it for yourself in order that you experience a very loving relationship and the relationship in its highest potential. You're doing this for yourself first and foremost. So let's release that judgment that I should not want this. If you are truly wanting it, and you know, like sometimes you end it with someone and you don't want to work on it anymore. You don't want to pursue it. You don't have that desire. You don't know why, you just don't. And sometimes you do. And so you have to go with those feelings. These desires are always coming from your higher mind. They're leading you on being the best version of yourself. And that happens sometimes through people that we love or dislike, by the way. The people that you dislike may also be triggering to us. But here we're focusing on SP. So it's someone that we love. They're helping us become better versions of ourselves. And so release that judgment first and foremost. Now, going back to the topic of this video, how do you manifest them in and deal with the negative emotions you have towards them? Let's say resentment, you're triggered by them. There's some sort of negative emotion going on that is causing you to feel that negative emotion towards them. It could be resentment. Mostly it's going to be resentment, anger maybe, or sadness. So how do you deal with that? The first and foremost, remind yourself that you created that, right? It's all coming from you. Whatever experience or circumstance or situation you had with that person, that is a manifestation of your inner assumptions, be it about yourself, about them, or about circumstances in general. So let's take a very simple example. Let's say the circumstance was that your SP took advantage of your kindness. So if you were to dig in, you would say, well, I have an inner assumption, it's a general assumption that when you're too kind, people will take advantage of you. So that's an assumption that needs to be released. And you created that behavior in order to release this assumption. You can be kind and not have people take advantage of you. So the first one is acknowledging that you created that. The second thing, now of course that's easier said than done. That's why I have the second thing. If you really are able to go with one, you can do it. And I've done it. Like I have personally done it. But here you have to have the desire to do that, right? The second way is to ask yourself this question. What assumptions must I have about myself or the other person or circumstances in general to be getting so triggered by this person? Why do I have so much anger towards them? Why do I have this resistance? Ask that question. It could be that there are some unhealed assumptions. When I say unhealed, they are emotionally charged assumptions that need to be brought into your conscious awareness. But you bring them to your conscious awareness just by asking that question. And when you get it, when you bring that assumption to your conscious awareness, you're able to release it. So it could be whatever it is, that assumption is needing to be released in order so that you get your manifestation. And I spoke about the transition period in another video. I will link it above. That's sometimes why you do have that little bit of a transition period between having the desire and manifesting it. And I say in that video, even though you don't necessarily need to manifest a long transition period, sometimes it is for you to release these inner triggers, which are unhealed assumptions, so that if you were to manifest them right away, it's gonna come up. So it's a signal to you that you need to release it. Actually, I'm really glad that the subscriber asked this question, because this will really help a lot of people. So if you're feeling any anger, resentment, or whatever negative emotions towards that person, you wanna release that charged assumption. So this is the second way. The third way, also it's part of the releasing, is do tapping. And I spoke about this with one of my clients, and he said, really, tapping? But then when he did it, he realized that actually it really was helpful to him. Now he did have to do several rounds of tapping, but you can literally tap it out. Now, I'm not an expert on tapping, and I'm not going to share it here in this video because I'm not an expert, but I have personally used some quick tapping methods in order to release some negative assumptions within me. Emotions, they're trapped emotions in the body, so you kind of allow them to be released. And when you do it, it really does work. So if you want to research tapping, try to research the quick tapping methods, because there are different ways of doing them. You want the ones that are super fast and don't need a lot of work. And I don't personally resonate with the ones where you have to speak a lot of negative stuff before you talk the positive stuff. That's not the one I talk about. The one that I talk about, you just feel the experience and then you tap it out. That's it. So you experience that emotion or that memory or whatever it is that's triggering to you, and then you tap it out. I highly recommend you try that as well, because it really does work magic. The first way is the easiest way. It's just, well, remind yourself, well, you manifested that. If it's not possible, go to the second way. The second way is just dig out that charged assumption that still is not been released. You just need to bring it to your conscious awareness. The third way is to tap it out. And definitely check out some tapping videos on YouTube, the quick tapping methods, because like I mentioned, I personally don't resonate with that. You may want to research the different options, but the one that I suggest is the quick tapping, where you just feel the emotion and then you tap it out. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please hit the thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.